Hi guys, welcome back to Day Trade Diary. It is day number 17 of my documented trading journey. Today is the 13th of March 2026 and I'll give an update about what happened yesterday. For Oanda CFDs, we have dipped a little bit, currently at 14,870 US dollars. And for Binance, we are up slightly at 9,835, which brings us a total of 24,705 USD net asset value. That equates to a return of 4.99% as depicted by the graph here. And in absolute terms, that is 1,175 US dollars profit since we started 17 days ago. So let's go first of all to Bitcoin. Boop. Here. Okay, since yesterday's update around this candle, we have had one take profit at this level, and it hopefully looks like another take profit will be taken at the 72,300 level. We'll keep monitoring that and see if it gets hit. But Bitcoin in general seems to be trending up. Let me get rid of all this noise. So you can see on the 1-day chart, if it breaks out from this resistance, that will be a good sign. But many traders, experienced traders, and so-called gurus that I follow seem to think that we are living in a simulation where Bitcoin will follow the 4-year cycle. And the 4-year cycles basically says that this year would be a bear market until October 2026, something like that. And this is just a small relief bounce before the next big drawdown happens down to the 50,000, 40,000 level. Who knows? But I'm quite wary that might happen. And if that happens and we have a grid all the way down, there will be a significant drawdown. So some discretion needs to be applied as well. If I think that Bitcoin is going to break down again, I will not place my grid in such close proximity to each other. I'll probably increase my grid size and also decrease the amount on each amount bought on each grid. This is to preserve capital and to also make sure that we do not get wiped out, and we also benefit from the inevitable bull market that will happen in Bitcoin once again. So we need to have some discretion as well. Even though Bitcoin has dropped from 125 to 70, it still can drop to 50, 40, who knows? Yeah. And the name of the game is capital preservation, and basically don't die, don't get wiped out. Yeah. So it's important to keep a very close eye. Although this is a mechanical system, some discretion is applied as well. So for CFDs, we have had one buy in silver. Let me show you. Silver has dipped somewhat, so one buy, order 10 units at 83. Where is silver? Silver is here. So this buy order was hit in the last couple of hours actually. We'll see if this one gets hit. Or if this take profit goes up, or if silver goes back up. I've set the take profit for this 10 units up here, and for this 25 units up here. And I was just mentioning how frustrating it was that this take profit didn't get hit. This was for the 25 units here. It barely skimmed it, and then it didn't hit. It also would have been a nice take profit and back down to reopen that trade. But you can't win them all, yeah. So we can't be frustrated about that. Just take it as it is. No activity for China A50, we're still treading water basically in the last day. So you can see since our last update, we're pretty much the same level. We haven't hit the any buy or sell orders for China A50 ever. So there's one buy order down here and one take profit up here for this one. So let's see what happens. It looks like it's trending down. I hope it goes down and more of my orders get filled actually, rather than just taking profit. Because once it takes profit here, then I'm completely have zero exposure to the China A50 market, and that's not great as well. I put in a feeler for gold actually because gold seems to be trending quite strongly, uh, or ranging quite strongly rather. So I put out a little tiny feeler of 0.1 ounces of gold, which hit yesterday. So gold was around here at this level when I put in the order, and the order was hit around here at around 5,100. I have another one around the 5,000 mark, also for a small amount of 0.1 units, just to get some exposure into the market, and we'll see if this pans out, because by all accounts, and from what I've read and researched, gold is here to stay. Central banks are buying hand over fist, so it's a safe bet. I do not think it's going to go down to 2,000 again. Um, Not anytime soon. Not in this inflationary environment where money printing seems to be rotating and liquidity seems to be rotating from central bank to central bank. So all eyes are on China for the massive liquidity pump, whereas in Europe, the UK, the EU, they are dialing back on the liquidity increases in their economy. So we'll continue to monitor this closely. Yeah, I think that's my update for today. Before that, I'd just like to close with this is the Bitcoin chart. Let me make my screen smaller so I can just move up here, something like that. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you the buys and sells in this great trading strategy. So every sell is 10 US dollars profit that we locked in. And since we started this trading journey on the 23rd of February, let's say, so we have had a significant activity, both buying and selling. So you can see the beauty of it. It buys all the way down, it sells all the way up, and buys down again, sells, and it's especially nice when there are big spikes like this. It hits many take profits in a row, and then it dumps again, and you buy again, and then you repeat again, and then big drawdown here, 6 buy orders, and then all the way back up again, and then we are just repeating and rinse and repeating this cycle, which is very good. Um, this is a beautiful example of how this great trading strategy works in real life. Okay, guys, that concludes my update for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care now. Bye bye.